Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Reality Is, where words do come to life. We have great conversation. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave your comments, and let's dialogue. We always want to be transparent. We don't get that always in the news and things we hear or read in the paper, but here we're going to be transparent. So today we're going to talk about um, they did a live stream from the mayor's office the other day, and they was talking about the budget for the city of Chicago. Now, we're sitting in the midst of COVID-19. People are losing their jobs. People are already stressed, strapped, and strained. A lot of people have gotten sick because of COVID-19, yet they continue to push forward because most of those individuals have families they have to provide for. So you got to know, if you're asking the light and the gas company to give residents a break, why would you all add another bill to an already stressed situation? So the city council, which is made up of your aldermans, decide to agree to a 94 million property tax hike is coming after divided council votes were yes. Here is my issue with this. $1.6 billion property tax levy. So the article says Mayor Lightfoot 2020 pandemic budget and property tax hike was approved Tuesday in the closest budget vote since the 1980s. The $1.6 billion property tax levy, a 93.9 million increase over 2020, was approved by a 28-22 vote. And it said the result was by tenths a month of negotiation. But here is my thing. Why is it every time there's a stress in the city budget, the people who's already got enough with paying mortgage, water bill, they're paying property tax, they're paying a garbage bill, they got all these taxes they got to pay, and the aldermen don't cut their salary, they don't make it minimum, they don't give back half of their money, it's always pushed back to the residents. So as you read on this article, it says increase in progressive members upset the mayor rejected the calls to reallocate resources away from the police department. And so they said the mayor was accused of hardball tactics. But here is the thing. Here is the glitch. And these are the people you voted for. So the aldermen that voted yes was Pat Dow of the 3rd Ward, Sophia King of the 4th Ward, Leslie Harrison of the 5th Ward, Roderick Sawyer of the 6th Ward, Gregory Mitchell of the 7th Ward, Michelle Harris of the 8th Ward, Susan Sadlowski Garza at the 10th Ward, George Cardenas at the 12th Ward, David Monroe of the 17th Ward, Derek Curtis of the 18th Ward, Howard Brookins 21st, Michael Rodriguez 22nd, and I was surprised to see that Michael Scott of the 24th Ward actually voted yes. Walter Burnett Jr., the crook, I wasn't surprised about him in 27th Ward. Neither was I surprised about Jason Irvin of the 28th Ward. Chris Talaferro, he should be evicted from the seat too, because he ran a resume and he lied to the residents of the 29th Ward. Ariel Roboirus of the 30th Ward, Felix Cardona of the 34th Ward, Scott Waxpack of the 37th Ward, Kerry Austin of the 34th Ward, Gilbert Villegas of the 36th Ward. And here's another alderman. I wasn't surprised that she said yes, she's been selling out the 37th Ward forever and a day, Emma Mitz. And I don't know why people continue to vote and put her back in the seat when she's doing the things that she's doing to the ward. This is not helping. This is not helping the West Side. Nick Spazzato of the 30th Ward, Samantha Nugget of the 39th Ward, Andre Vasquez of the 40th Ward, Michelle Smith of the 43rd Ward, James Kappelman of the 46th Ward, and Maria Haddon of the 49th Ward. So here is my problem. If people are already struggling to pay their mortgage, why would you add another bill to an already stressed environment? Some of those people have lost their jobs and they can't even make ends touch, less on meat. Now, again, as I said earlier in this video, you want to make the light and the gas company don't cut off the service and give a break when these doggone aldermen of the city council didn't see the need to give the residents a break. Help me understand this, because I'm not understanding. Now, for Emma Mitts, they just, about a couple of weeks ago, they announced a project in Humboldt Park that they're working on. They're supposed to bring jobs. But who are these jobs going to? Selected individuals? How are you helping your community if the west side and the south sides are already struggling? Why would you add more weight to what they're already struggling with? So to me, the setup is you want these individuals to lose their property. You want them not to be able to pay these property taxes. You want them not to be able to pay their mortgage. So you want to fix it so they have to choose between their mortgage and to pay their property taxes, on top of the bag tax, on top of the garbage tax, on top of the water bill, and every other bill they have to pay. Now you forgot they still have to pay the insurance for the property, and then if something breaks down, they still have to dig in their pocket to fix what's wrong with their property. So to me, this is a setup. You're trying to push the black folks out of the community so you can put the white folks back in the city. That's my philosophy. That's what I'm thinking. You all don't care about the community. You don't. You don't care about the wards in which you represent. And for the people who's looking at your aldermans, and when you stand on your front porch, they haven't done nothing but made excuses. And when it comes a time where they get money in their pockets, money up on the table, however they getting it, then you need to pay attention to this. Next, if you all are stealing and you're mismanaging the funds, then that's your problem. Let your salaries make up the difference that need to be made. Again, where is the lottery money? Where is the toll money going? Where is the movie making money? Where is the TV show money going? Get all this money flowing through the city and the state, and yet and still we still in a budget crisis, and I still see construction going on the highways. And why is the constituents is always stuck with the bill that you all create? Why do we have elected officials? What purpose are you serving? 5-year-olds can run things better than you all, and you come up with all these bogus lies of why you do what you're doing. We're not buying it. We're not buying it. You let all these outside investors come in our communities and build up, and then the people that live in there don't get not one benefit from it. Not one thing. Not one thing. So what you all have just created is financial stresses and strain. And a lot of people are houses are going into foreclosure, and banks have no give. They have no give. And you all apologizing, telling me it's the last resort. You a lie. Property tax is always at the top of the list. So why are you sitting out here lying it's your last resort? Did any of you cut your salaries? Did you take away your bonus? Did you take away your sick pay or did you mess with your pension when you get out of office? No, you don't mess with your stuff, but you mess it with the hard-working individual stuff. People work hard to be homeowners, and now you push them to mess up their credit, because foreclosures they do go on individuals' credit, and you all don't look at all that. Michael Scott, I'm ashamed of you. I expected more from you. I really did. Now, Emma Mitz, I didn't expect nothing from her because she ain't done nothing for the West Side, period, besides run her mouth. That's all she do. Wherever the money goes, that's where she is, and she's going to be in agreement too. Jason Irvin, I ain't surprised about him. Chris Talafaro, you sold out when you started running for office and you had somebody else run your campaign. You ain't true neither. You're not. And this is what we need to look at. When these people run their resume, when election time comes, they don't look out for the people. They look out for themselves. All right. Make sure you subscribe and leave your comments. I'm just speaking the truth. A lot of people ain't going to say nothing because they fearful. And some people can't say nothing because they're protecting their relationship and how they're getting their funding for their program. But I can say it. And I will say it.